Yo, what's up guys? My name's Holden and today I'm going to be showing you ways that you can experience the paranormal, why you haven't experienced it already, and maybe to clear up some questions you might have had about the paranormal. So I just want to talk a little bit about what the paranormal is and why there's a lot of discrepancy around it and why it actually isn't as scary and as mystical as people would imagine. So basically when we're talking about the paranormal, we're talking about the in-between spiritual world between the third density, fourth density, and fifth density. Now, to explain a little bit about what that is, the third density is 3D. It is where we live in currently in the physical reality, and it is the only at the surface level what everything is. So it's the materialistic, scientific standpoint on everything. It is basically just taking everything how it is and how it looks, how it smells, how it sounds, things like that. That would be the third density. It's also comprised of a lot of fear and control, and it's comprised of a lot of like contracted and limited thinking instead of expanded consciousness thinking. So as we raise up our vibration, we actually perceive of higher and higher dimensions. So I'll have the scale of consciousness right here, and you can see that on the very bottom it'll be like really low vibration density emotions. Those would be like the 3D emotions. And then as you move up the scale, so as we move up the scale of consciousness, we can see that basically by perceiving a higher vibration, we are perceiving of higher density realities around us. So it's not like the 3D, 4D, and 5D are all in three separate places. The 3D, 4D, and 5D are actually all in the same place right here, right now, and it's just your state of vibration and your perception which determines your reality. So the reason that I want to explain all this is basically if you are coming from a 3D perspective, which is a perspective of duality, fear, control, basically like lower density emotions or sadder and just basically lower density emotions, and that will cause you not to be able to perceive of the spiritual or the paranormal, because basically what we are trying to do here is change our vibration so that the paranormal can come to us. So basically what I'm telling you to do if you actually want to experience paranormal activity, or if you actually want to experience the paranormal, you yourself have to become paranormal first. So once you are able to become paranormal, you will then perceive of the paranormal as if it was the normal 3D. So, I hope that makes sense. Basically, what I'm talking about is you are raising your own consciousness and your own ability so high that you are actually able to perceive of ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them, basically, the spiritual world, and that it's not a big mystery of how this works. There's some reason why people can't see ghosts, and there's some reason why people can see ghosts. It's just a state of vibration. So these people over here probably don't even believe that ghosts are real, and that's why they can't they'll never see a ghost, because they don't believe in it. Or if it's a really powerful ghost, maybe it could come down to 3D and try and mess around with stuff, but that's a very rare case. So basically, if we want to understand how we can start working with spirits and angels and ghosts and all this stuff, all you have to do is change your own vibrations first, and then you will see that you will be able to perceive of the paranormal. So by believing in your own abilities to raise your own vibration and being able to perceive of that spiritual realm, you will see results in your request to try and do that. So if you're trying to perceive of different dimensions, one tip that I like to give people is that you can create your own sigil. And what do I mean by this? I'll be having a lot more videos come out on stuff like this, guys, but basically a sigil is something that you can meditate to. It's something that you create in, and it could be literally anything. It's literally just like a combination of letters and glyphs and images to access your subconscious mind. And by staring at this every day, and when you're staring at the sigil, if you want the maximum effectiveness from this, the spiritual world is at an incline of 45 degrees. So that means you're going to set your sigil at an incline of 45 degrees to intersect that dimension. And if you do this and you meditate on it and you're staring at it, and you have to keep the intention in your mind basically that you want to contact the extraterrestrial, the spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it, basically the paranormal, and you start to become paranormal and you start to be able to pick up on that more and more and more and more and more. And the more that you do it, the easier that it gets, the more that you'll be able to see them clearly, the easier it'll be to read energy, the easier it'll be to see energy and feel people's energy and all this stuff. So yeah, so basically if you want to gain up a extrasensory perception in the paranormal, I would suggest you raising your vibration, going out in nature, connecting with yourself in nature, connecting different aspects of your spirit, connecting with different aspects of other spirits around you, and try to gain up momentum in your extrasensory perception using meditation and following your heart center, which basically is when you're in heart-based consciousness where you're not thinking and you're meditating just on your heart. You will see that you'll be able to pick up the energy fields of other spirits and paranormal activity around you. You also start to get an electromagnetic charge around you, which will then automatically attract things into your life. So instead of trying to attract really big things all the time, if you want to have more paranormal attraction to things, then I suggest just meditating more and gaining up that field around your body, and you'll see that instantaneously this will shift your paradigm, it'll shift your state of consciousness, and it'll shift the way that you experience paranormal spirits, extrasensory perception, everything like that. So that's basically it for this video, guys. I know this was actually a short video. I say that in every video, but this one was actually short. So I'll be coming out with more video, guys. You know this already. And I hope you can get on board and subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, leave a comment, share this to all your friends and family, and yeah, have an awesome day, guys.